So good morning, afternoon. Just came back from was in New Orleans a couple days this week. Made it through Greece, back to New York, New Orleans, Atlanta, New Orleans, back to New York, back to Greece, back to Israel. Here I am, just landed literally an hour and a half ago in Israel. Thank God, good to be back. Although you go to New Orleans, you kind of have to now shower at least once or twice, and go to mikvah at least a couple of times. There's shtickle schmutzy over there. Those people have been there. What can I tell you? It's interesting. First of all, second half of my bar mitzvah parsha, which I am not landing this year. So like I said last week, I'm not landing this year, but it's not my birthday. So even though Mark Planik thinks that it's my birthday and he's telling the whole shul and they're singing and Zisi's baking a cake and everything, still it's not my birthday. My mitzvah parsha, and he doesn't believe me, but it's actually true because we pushed off the month because of Adar Sheni, but we didn't push off the parshas. So the parshas are here, but the Jewish dates are a month later. Okay, be that as it may. It's an interesting thought from this parsha the Siva Shalom talks about, which I think is pretty apropos, with people traveling, especially, I used to travel often, now a lot less often. And it's a big difference now than it was 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago, traveled, had your daf yomi, and, you catch it online here, you catch it online there. You go to the gym here, you work out here, you work out there, you do your thing, whatever. Baruch Hashem, I'm able to have more time for learning, which is good, and close with my chabura, my people. So leaving, it's different. Going to changing your day around. Now I have to work in the morning hours, like most people. So it changes the whole structure of the day, as far as parnasa-wise, as far as ruchnius-wise, learning Torah-wise, and leaving Eretz Yisrael. Leaving a place where we have really strong Torah learning in our shul, there's medrash, different chaburas going on, to a place where, again, don't know anybody. I didn't know anybody in New Orleans. There's a Chabad there. Had a chakras there, so caught the minyan, but had to run out literally after davening and go catch some work. And it used to upset me. It used to bother me a lot. Now more than then. Then, big deal. Now it's hard to find time to really concentrate on the daf and our chabur and sukkah, and that part of that. Siva Shalom, not so much of that. It took me a while to kind of write the Dvar Torah this month for the MDY. So, it was a struggle. Usually each day is not a crazy struggle, but this week was a struggle. And what's interesting, the Siva Shalom has a thought that quotes the Baal Shem Tov, really, and Ali Shor talks about this as well. And the Siva Shalom talks, Mesilas Yesharim, see, Jelag, has this concept as well, where we sometimes think of ourselves as we have a tafkid in life, which is not wrong. We have X goal to do for our life, and in the 70, 100, 120 years, whatever it is, we look, the tafkid, no, we close to it. Sil Sharm says it's each day. Each day, different tafkid of what our goal is that day. And the Siva Shalom picks up on this piece with a pasuk l'haros, b'yom hatameh, b'yom hatar. Now, I've learned this, 30, 40 times. Never really understood what this pasuk was. It comes towards the end of metzora. It's in Chamishi, Zotaras, Negat Tzaras, Tzaras Beglabayis, Tzaras for the house, Say Sapachas, Laharos, B'yom Yamatar, Zotaras, and to give decisions on Yamatar, Yamatar, Zotaras Hatzaras. This is the Parsha of Tzaras. This is the essence of Tzaras. To understand these things, B'yom Tameh and B'yom Atar, on the day of Tameh, a day of Tahar, to understand what your situation is, to know these things. So the Siva Shalom has an interesting thought where each day is different. Not just your life, you have a tafkid, each day has different tafkid. And literally you're going to have days of Tameh, days of Tahar. You're going to have days where you are riding high, you had Daf Yomi wasn't so difficult, you did the Rambam Yomi, you had your Chabura, you went bicycling, work was good, you talked to the kids and the wife, everything's great. Those Yom Tameh, those Yom Tahar, those are good days. But there's going to be days that are Yom HaTamei. There's going to be days that you're not going to be able to go to shul. The days where it's going to be struggle to open up a sefer for more than 5 minutes or 2 minutes or at all. And there's days where you're in a place where it's literally schmutzy. Literally there's homeless all over the place. There's poor people drunk in the streets. And even not poor people drunk in the streets. And the smell and so throw up next to one car, someone threw up on the plane. So a week of schmutz, a week of people getting drunk, people throwing up all over the place. Yom HaTamei. And the point is to understand my tafkid that day and not to say, boy, today's not going to be a good day. Today is far from Hashem. Yesterday I was in Beit Shemesh. Everything was great. Everything's fantastic. But no. The point is no. The point is to understand that Hashem puts us in these Tamei days. And the point is to recognize Hashem and to remember that this is my tafkid. And what's my tafkid today? Maybe I can't get to a shir. Maybe I can't really put enough time or any time to learn. Could I do something else? What's my tafkid today? And it turns out what was interesting is when I got to the Chabad early in the morning, police guy pulls up. So I'm 7 o'clock davening, I pull up at 6:30 or something, and I'm outside, and it's locked, so I'm sitting on the stoop, and a police car pulls up. I'm like, something may go south here. Turns out his job is to watch the Chabad. He protects it, I guess, with what's going on, with all the protests and things like that. And I had a good schmooze with this guy, Matt, the police officer from New Orleans. We had a good talk in Israel, and my son's in the army, and wish you all the best and safety and all that thing. And I felt, what? My tafkid maybe that day wasn't to learn. My tafkid maybe was to do Kiddush Hashem and to be nice to this police officer and to tell him that in Israel we appreciate here his support and his friendship. And for the next day, I wore my yarmulke to work. I was probably the first person, I think, to walk into the USDA office or the Nassau building in New Orleans with the yarmulke. Maybe, I don't know when. But it kind of felt good that at least I couldn't do tafkid A, which I do in Eretz Yisrael. I was able to do a different tafkid. Perhaps that was my tafkid that day. And that's what the Siyum Shalom really talks about, Yom HaTamei, Yom HaTar. And if you think about that, even your dark days, you didn't lose Hashem. You didn't lose Hashem. Hashem put you there for a reason. Hashem put you there for a tafkid, and each day there's a different tafkid. And hopefully, we fulfill our tafkid each day. It's not the same day. Some days our tafkid is to learn. Some days our tafkid is to do mitzvahs. Some days our tafkid is to do chesed. Some days our tafkid is whatever it is. But the point is to do our tafkid, whether it's good days or bad days, to understand Hashem put us there, and we shall do our tafkid. And with that, Shabbat Shalom.